What's up, guys? It's your pal, the Mothman491 here, bringing you another Madden NFL 17 player progression test. This time around, we're going to be doing Dak Prescott, starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys and 4th round draft pick. Now, he didn't get a lot of attention until the Tony Romo injury, and he came in and did really well in the preseason. So I'm pretty excited to bring this test to you. I love quarterbacks. I love playing the quarterback position. Less so than defense, but quarterback is my second favorite position in the game to play. So I'm definitely going to enjoy bringing this to you. And don't forget that the first videos that I've done are going to be in the description below as a playlist. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Let me know what players you'd like to see run through this test. And as always, don't forget to enjoy. Here we are in the pre-test stage of this endeavor. And we're going to check out Dak Prescott. He starts out as a 72 overall here. We did place Romo down the depth chart before I started this. He is 6'2", 226 pounds, 23 years old, and he's out of Mississippi State. He has a normal development trait, so not much experience is going to be had right out of the gate. He has a 70 awareness, 71 deep accuracy, 74 medium, 81 short, 92 throw power, so he does have a little bit of a cannon. He can throw on the run with an 83. His play action is acceptable at 74. 82 speed, 86 acceleration, 83 agility means he is definitely a scrambler. His carrying is a little low for my taste. It's at a 62, strength of 74, and a stamina of 93, so he's going to be going for days. Injury is a 92, and toughness is a 93. Those are two stats we really like to see. Now, a couple stats here that I don't normally do, but I felt the need to with Dak Prescott. He has a 70 elusiveness, a 73 trucking, which is insane for a quarterback, 65 stiff arm, 68 juke move, a very low spin move, which I expected, and a 73 jumping. Now, he is a 4th rounder. I believe he's the 135th pick of the NFL draft in 2016. So, not much expectation out of this kid, but having to take over for Romo, some big shoes to fill, so hopefully we'll see some major improvement here over this season. He's got Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, and Cole Beasley here, so I think he's got good receivers. They have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, so definitely something good to come into. He's got Jason Witten, the big tight end, that's been phenomenal over his career, so hopefully with all those factors put together, not only with that, but he's got rookie halfback Ezekiel Elliot behind him. I think this kid's going to do really well. So let's go ahead and head into Season 1. So Season 1 is complete, and here we are looking at Dak Prescott. He is now a 74 overall. It looks like Tony Romo is out. He may have retired or had been released. Not sure what the story is on there, but he has gone up 2 overall points so far now. He still has a normal development trait, and it looks like his awareness went up 3 to a 73. His medium accuracy went up 2 to a 76. His short went up 1 to an 82. And it looks like that is the only change right now. So, yes, that is the only change. Apparently that was enough to bring him up 2 overall points. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for this season. Alright, not a bad season. 92.9 passer rating, 2,620 yards, 21 passing touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Not a bad ratio. Longest pass was 35. Time sacked 15. Now that's a really low number for a full season. I really like that number. That means his offensive line did their job. 221 completions, 345 attempts. That seems kind of low. 64% completion percentage, 7.6 yards per attempt, 238.2 yards per game. I don't think those numbers are adding up. Let's check out the rushing stats. He added 45 attempts for 177 yards with a 3.9 average, not bad. 1 touchdown, 3 broken tackles, 0 fumbles, 10 yards after contact, and a longest run of 8. Not a bad season at all. Let's see about the general stats. Oh, well, that might be why his passing numbers are a little low. 11 games played, 647 downs played. So I don't know if the kid out of Mississippi State here, if he got injured, or if Tony Romo came in during the season if the team did some depth chart reordering, because all the personnel decisions are handled by the computer during these tests. So obviously there were some issues here with his playing time. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was an injury or if it was just Tony Romo coming in on the depth chart. But not a bad rookie campaign for this kid. Ezekiel Elliott's progressing pretty well here. But let's go ahead and move on through Season 2. So we're through Season 2 here. And Dak Prescott has gone up to a 76. So another 2 overall points that he's gone up. He still has that normal development trait, so he's not winning any awards right now. But let's check into the skills and see what he's got. Looks like his awareness went up by 5 to a 78. His medium accuracy went up by 1 to a 77. Short accuracy up by 3 to an 85. And it looks like his other stats have stayed the same. 93 stamina, 92 toughness, injury and toughness is 93, and it looks like elusiveness, trucking, stiff arm, juke move, spin move, and jumping have all stayed the same. So not bad. That's a pretty good increase in his major passing stats. That awareness coming up is really helping him out as well. Let's check out the stats from this season. Hopefully he played a full season here. Alright, 2,946 yards, so almost a 3,000 yard passer. A 7-point boost to his passer rating, a 99.1. 22 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That's an amazing ratio right now for this second-year kid. No sophomore slump for this guy. 51 longest pass, 25 sacks, 10 more than last year. I think his offensive line was downgraded a little bit. He had 10 more completions on 34 more passes for a 60% completion rating. Not bad at all. A lot of the guys we've been doing in this test have gone in the 50%. So not bad at all. 7.8 yards per attempt, 245.5 yards per game. So he's definitely improving. Best season so far. His rushing stats are 147 yards on 43 attempts, 3.4 average, so lower numbers this season. No touchdowns, 12.3 per game, 1 broken tackle, 2 fumbles. I don't like that number. Down from his 0 last year, I should say up from his 0 number. 2 yards after contact, and his longest run was 6. So definitely not as good this year rushing the ball. See how many games he played. He played a total of 12. So I don't think this is a playtime issue. I don't think it's a depth chart issue. I think this might be injury. His injury stat hasn't really gone down, so I don't understand that. But missing 4 games after missing 5 games in the first season, I think this is definitely a sign of injury. I had him at one point in my franchise, and I didn't notice any injury problems. So this may just be a fluke, but let's see how many games he plays next year. That was Season 2, so we'll go ahead and see if he plays a full season through Season 3. Alright guys, so we've simulated through the 3rd season, and we're about to check up on Dak Prescott. He is now a 78 overall, so another 2 points here. Looks like his awareness went up to an 82, that's a +4. Looks like his medium accuracy is now a +1 at 78. His short accuracy is an 87, so that's +2. His play action actually went up by 1, so that's a 75 now. And it doesn't look like any other major stats have changed. Play action was the last one to change. And nope, no difference there. So it looks like those points were enough to knock it up to a 78 overall. Alright, so let's check out the season this kid had. Another 2,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. So not a bad season ratio-wise again. A 96.3 passer rating, which is lower than his second season, but still higher than his first season. He had a longest pass of 75, so that breaks his career high. He was sacked 37 times, that's a career high. 221 completions for 336 attempts for 65 completion percentage, that's a career high. 8.3 yards per attempt, career high, and 254.6, also a career high yards per game. Rushing the ball, he went 40 attempts, 163 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, the highest of his career. 2 touchdowns, career high. 14.8 yards per game, that's not a career high. 9 broken tackles, a way extreme career high. 1 fumble, not bad. 30 yards after contact, and 16 was his longest run. So not a bad year on the ground for him. Let's check out the games played. Another 11 games played, 680 downs played. I'm not sure what the story is here. I'd say it's injury. It's got to be. 5 games missed this year, so it looks like the injury bug bites him quite a bit, but I don't understand. If it's injury, I would think that his injury rating would be going down, and it's not. It's staying the same, and I don't really understand it, but he's still going up in overall, even though he's playing less games, so I guess I really can't complain here. But let's go ahead and move on through Season 4. Season 4 has come to a close, and we're about to check up on Dak Prescott. He is an 80 overall, so he's gone up another 2 points here. He started off at a 70. He's now an 80, so he's gone up a total of 10 points. And let's go ahead and check out the skills and see where he's improved. Looks like he went up in medium accuracy +3 to an 81. His play action went up to a 77, so that's a +2. And it looks like his injury went down to a 91, so that's a -1 for that. So it looks like the 4 overall points accumulated here added up to the +2 in overall rating. So I think the addition to his passing stat really helped in that regard. Let's go ahead and check out the stats. I'm going to assume with that drop in injury that he definitely got hurt this season. He had the lowest passer rating of his career at 89.8, the lowest yards number of his career so far with 2,527, 18 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, so almost in line there with his rookie season, but still a little too high in the interceptions for my taste. Looks like he had a longest of 55, 28 sacks, so not his highest. 204 completions, 325 attempts for 62%. 7.8 yards per attempt, 229 yards per game, so that's a career low as well. Rushing the ball, he had 206 yards, a career high. 4.1 yards per carry average, tying his career high. On 50 attempts, that is a career high. 0 touchdowns, 18 yards per game, career high. 2 broken tackles, 2 fumbles, 2 yards after contact, or 9 yards after contact, excuse me, and a longest run of 8. So let's check and see how many games he played. 11. He only played in 11 games again. So 730 downs played. I'm chalking this one up to injury. That's what it's got to be. I can't think of any other way. He's the best quarterback on the depth chart by a wide margin. 21 points is what he's the best quarterback by. So I'm going to assume that the injuries are piling up. Not major injuries, but enough to keep him out 4 or 5 games a season, it looks like. So let's go ahead and move on to the 5th and final season, and maybe, hopefully, we can get a full, healthy season out of Dak Prescott here, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. So let's go ahead and move on and see what the results are. Well, here we are, the 5th and final season, and let's check up on our boy Dak Prescott. Now, he has stayed at an 80, and it looks like the Cowboys may have drafted a new quarterback, and that new quarterback has a superstar development trait. So it looks like they didn't have much faith left in Dak here, which I don't really understand. When he plays, his stats are amazing. Let's take a look at the skills, see what he upgraded in. He got a +1 to his awareness, so he's an 83. He had a +1 to his medium accuracy, so he's now an 82. And looks like that's about it for the improvements. He hasn't gone down any, which is definitely good here. Let's see what his stats were for the year. Alright, so we had a 97.6 passer rating, 2,434 yards, 19 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, so the ratio is good again there. 74 was his longest pass, almost tying his career high. He was sacked only 20 times, one of the lowest numbers of his career. 196 pass completions for 317 attempts for 61 completion percentage. 7.7 yards per attempt and 221.3 yards per game. So not a bad season at all. Looks like it was another short season for him. Let's check out the rushing stats. 34 attempts, the lowest of his career. 141 yards, lowest of his career. Yards per carry, tied with his highest. 1 rushing touchdown, 2 broken tackles, and 1 fumble. So he's a little bit of a fumble machine over the course of his career. Per season, though, he's not really that bad. For a scrambling quarterback, that's not really that bad at all, especially in this new Madden. Yep, he only played 11 games, 666 downs. So that definitely tells the story on why he's only a 2,000-yard passer here. He almost broke the 3,000-yard mark in his sophomore season, but just could not pull it off. He was about 54 yards away. Never really got close other than that. I gotta say, I'm a little impressed by the kid's completion percentage. When he does play, he's lights out. It's just keeping him on the field is the problem. So let's go ahead and go to my summary and recommendation, and then we'll go ahead and end the video. Bringing you another progression test video for Madden NFL 17. We're going to be running DAK Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys to this test today, and we're going to be replacing Tony Romo as he's doing that in real life. That's what inspired me to do this test in the first place. I've done one on Ezekiel Elliot already, so I thought who better than the next rookie up on the list, DAK Prescott. Now he is a 4th round pick, so his potential is not extremely high, but Dallas is giving him glowing reviews right now, and they're saying that he's going to be a top grade starter for this season. So without further ado, let's get on to the test and enjoy.